And we are live. Hey guys, so here to talk to you about another awesome opportunity in the government space that I actually just remembered. I actually used it way back in college time frame, and it's called Challenge.gov. This site originally came out in 2010, and it's where all government agencies post challenges for things they cannot solve internally. And that's the beauty about the government is they don't have all the personnel to fix problems themselves. So we just wanted to jump on here. Seems like we were just talking about it offline and go ahead and make a video about it. So maybe you guys can get involved in some of these challenges. And is currently $89 million. That is free money that is just sitting on this challenge.com that there is not enough bidders for. So these are all things that all you have to do is have a skill to get started. And it's really, really, really simple because it's as simple as just creating an account on challenge.gov, browsing the challenges, reading the rules and the guidelines. That's the beautiful thing about both this challenge.gov and contracts. You learn about following the rules and following the guidelines because that's exactly how the government wants it. Very easy, very straight to the point. All you have to do is follow the rules and you can win a ton of money. Then after you follow the rules and the guidelines, you create a solution. And this is the solution that the government cannot solve for themselves, which more brains equals more power. So if you have the ability and the skills, you can actually go ahead and reach out to people and create teams to win these prizes, as well as once you've won, you have past performance, which means you can bid for other contracts. So it just builds on itself and allows you to create a very profitable business very fast in the government space. And then the last thing is submit a solution. That's all you do. That's really all you do on challenge.gov. I did this back in college. I ended up winning some money. I don't want to misquote you, but I think it was like $10,000 just on a paper that I ended up writing with a simple solution. I wasn't the first prize winner, but hey, for this instance, 10 grand ain't bad.
Yeah. I mean, sheesh, 10 grand, that's a lot of seed capital that you can use to start a real estate investment, or that's some pretty good change for submitting a paper. That's pretty damn good. So yeah, definitely let's show these folks how they can do it themselves. Are you gonna pull up a website?
Yep. Yeah, I'll go ahead and flip over to the website so that you guys can see it. And there we are. It's as simple as going right here to challenge.gov. And what I do is it's very, very, very intuitive. The only thing you have to do is click here with find a challenge. And you can see that there's quite a few on here that anybody can do. For instance, let's say maybe you're in the tech space. They have the X Tech Prime competition that goes on almost every single year for digital solutions for the Department of Defense, in this case, the Army. So that's right up my alley. So I'd definitely be looking at bidding on one of these. Unfortunately, this one's a little bit late because ginning out a white paper in just 2 weeks, probably not enough time to make sure that you have the right technical approach. But just clicking into it, you can go ahead and just check out. Look at that. $1 million cash prize just for creating a tech solution. In this instance, it's just analytics and algorithms in order to do weather data for the Army. Pretty simple. I mean, I would definitely compete in that for $1 million. That is a super simple thing to do and make some money quick.
That's cool. Sheesh, that's an awesome passive income thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of college kids out there that can, do some research on solving these issues. So they're all similar to this. They're all just basically looking for solutions from the public, and of course, I'm sure they have to have a certain amount of requirements, right? Like maybe studies attached to them, or findings, or other things.
So some of them are a little bit more lenient, whereas some of them are a little bit more involved. Like obviously anything with medicine is going to be a little bit more involved, such as maybe the electronic health records. You'll probably have to have certain certain specifications as well as certain security in order to make sure that you don't transfer people's health records. But for instance, one thing I could compete in like right away, just with a little bit of job experience, is this live virtual constructive. Because in government contracting, this is what I work in already. I already have the past performance. All I have to do, submit a paper that says, hey, this is the solution for integrating the management tools a little bit easier. That would be a way to get a pretty good payout. Or there's a lot of less involved ones. You just got to click through them. You got to read what the rules are, see what they require. Here's one for any of you electricians out here. There's a great one. Just upgrading buildings with new electricity.
How much does that pay?
This one looks like it's a pretty good chunk of change. $22,000 or $22 million.
$22 million. Sheesh.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it themselves. They're just creating a white paper of describing how to do it and the best optimized way to do it.
Yep. They create a white paper, best optimized way. And then this is just the cash prize. And then after that, there's potential of funding solutions, which the government will pay you for if your paper is good enough. So it works pretty well. And I mean, this is definitely a site that pretty much anyone can use. And you just got to keep track of the challenges that are on the site at the time. So where you have a couple that are still open to the public, as you can see, just check the lower date. You can see the 23 when the final submissions are due and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And just read the rules. Make sure that you're not busting any timelines, because most of these are in phases. They go like a phase 1, a phase 2, and a phase 3. As long as you're in by the phase 1, which is generally the registration period, you have complete ability to compete in it. And then there's a few that still allow you to apply all the way up until phase 2, even busting the registration period. So it's just a matter of reading the rules, making sure that you're not missing any timelines that they have.
That's cool. And I'm sure you can add that to your resume as well, right? Like for future positions or future opportunities, you can say, hey, I did this white paper and I made freaking X amount of money and it helped optimize the U.S. Army need for electrical building upgrades or something like that.
Yep, your resume, as well as on SAM.gov for government contracting, you can add that into your past performance section, saying that you did a white paper on the exact thing that your business is conducting business and operations in. So it's something that is huge out there that just not a lot of people know about, and it's something that honestly I had forgotten about until I was digging around in some of my old archives.
Sheesh, that's cool, man. See that there's so much ways to make money. It's crazy. I mean, not only do we teach, so in high income skills, we're teaching you how to buy real estate, invest in real estate, how to properly do your due diligence, how to build a power team, how to start, your sales and your marketing and all the stuff that we've already done in our experience. But Cody is showing you things like government contracts and other opportunities to make money. Like you don't even have to do any of those things. You could just do a white paper. And some of them are paying up to $22 million. And that's crazy. I mean, you do one of those white papers and you win. I don't know how many people are competing for it, but I would imagine the pool of people trying to compete and do those white papers is a smaller pool than people trying to become a real estate agent or become a wholesaler or something like that. I'm sure it's a much smaller pool because not a lot of people know about it. So things like this is definitely what you learn on the inside of high income skills. Plus you get the weekly coaching. So then that way, if you do have a topic or something you want to bring up, you could talk with Cody directly about how to do it. And Cody's been in government contracts, so he knows, not only does he know how to do it, but he knows who's the right people to talk to, how to talk to them, the right questions to be asked. I mean, there's so much more insider information that you're able to get just by being part of the high income skills team. So definitely hit the Calendly link below, sign up, talk to either me or Cody, and let's figure out what career path you want to go down.
All right, guys, I hope you found some of that valuable. It's just something that I wanted to bring up. Seemed to we're doing a little bit of digging in it, and I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of folks out there, especially you college kids that are looking for some quick capital in order to start a business yourself. But first and foremost, join High Income Skills. Get in here so that we can go ahead and share some of these options that not a lot of you guys know. Just like Ernesto said, we have the experience, we have the knowledge. Go ahead, click that Calendly link, get on a call with either one of us. All right, guys.
Till next time. See you guys later.
Peace.